Mrs. Ernie!
Oh.
I know we've just been talking a little bit, but thank you so much for being willing to let us interview you here for today's director chat. So how long have you been homeschooling, ma'am? How long have you all been with Classical Conversations? And how long have you been directing?
Well, we are going into our third year of homeschooling and of CC. And last year was my first year directing.
Okay. And just as a side neat fact, can you just also just share what was your background before homeschooling?
I was a school teacher. So I have all that experience in that. And then we, pulled out of my kids were in public school and we pulled out to homeschool them.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. I just thought that was a little fun fact, a little neat, interesting tidbit there.
Oh no.
You share what is it like to be in a small community with different age groups? How do you handle that, ma'am?
We had 8 kids and 4 of them were mine last year. So we had my 4-year-old and my 11-year-old as the bookends of my community. And it was a sweet, beautiful time for them. We were able to, the big kids were hand holding the little kids and kind of, especially during tin whistle, playing their music. They just really buddied up well together. It was such a nice atmosphere. The parents built in on that community as well. Oh no.
And how do you feel like how from as a director, what were some of your some other observations maybe that you made as a director of the older children interacting with maybe some of the little kids, and how did you facilitate that interaction with that smaller community?
Well, at the beginning we kind of paired them off, and by the middle of the year they were saying, hey, I want to be your friend. I want you to be, help me with the bridge thing. So they were the bigger kids were choosing to help the little kids or have them as partners. And we just had our practicum last week, and they were so excited. They had built this beautiful community together that I didn't have to facilitate. And they were so excited to see each other. They were generally in love with their friends. And it was a beautiful time.
Wow, that's great, ma'am. And any advice for maybe those either considering directing or that are going to be first-time directors of a small community? Any advice, ma'am?
You should do it. It was fun. It was hard, but CC has such a great stick in the sand program that you don't have to be big and flashy to do it. You can just be simple and loving and build that community with your moms. We had 5 moms on campus, and when our tutor had a baby that needed rocked, we just jumped in, and it was beautiful to see them build their community that I again didn't have to facilitate, because they just genuinely wanted to be friends with each other. So that was sweet.
That's great, ma'am. Awesome. And for those of you all that are watching that would be considering directing, please visit classicalconversations.com/CC Director. And for more awesome interviews like Mrs. Early here, please visit the Classical Conversations YouTube channel and check out the playlist that's called Meet the Directors. And you'll see some other awesome interviews with some super other directors that we've had an opportunity to interview. Thank you so much, Mrs. Early. Have an awesome day, ma'am.
You too.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye.